Hey guys, so what we have here is a circle of radius root 10 contains the point minus 5, 0. The centre lies on the line x plus 2y equals 0. Find the equation of two possible circles that satisfy these conditions. Two circles, not one. Okay? So here's what's going to happen. First of all, radius formula is the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c equals root 10. This means by squaring it out, g squared plus f squared minus c equals 10. Happy enough with that? Next thing, the centre is on the point x plus 2y. What does that mean about the point minus g minus f? It's on that point. Okay? So therefore it's going to be, your second equation is going to be minus g minus 2f equals 0. Therefore g equals minus 2f. Okay? The third one, it contains this point here. So that means if you do your x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. So what you're going to get is this. We're going to get a minus 5 squared plus 0 squared plus 2g times minus 5 plus 2f times 0 plus c equals 0. We're going to get minus 10g plus c equals 25. C on its own is 25 plus 10g. Can anybody make a suggestion as what I should do with all three equations?
Minus 25.
It probably is. Yes, it is. Minus 25, minus 25. Okay, can anybody make a suggestion for all three equations?
35. G minus 5.
My suggestion is we use g squared plus f squared minus c equals 0. We change everything to g's. So I'm going to get f on its own. I'm going to say that 2f equals minus g, f equals minus g over 2. Would you be happy with that? Now, I'm going to get the big equation, the first one, a. Connor, going to get a here. And in a, we're going to get g squared. And f squared is going to be minus g over 2 to be squared. And minus c, if that's plus c, minus c is 25 minus 10g. So 25 minus 10g, and that all equals 10. Then what we're going to get is g squared plus g squared over 4 plus 25 minus 10g minus 10 equals 0. I'm going to multiply everything by 4. 4g squared over 4, 5g squared, 4 times 25, 100, 4 times minus 10, minus 40, 100 minus 40, 60, 4 times 10, so minus 40g plus 60 equals 0. Because there's a g squared here, added to that 4g squared there. The 4's on the bottom all cancel because it's equal to 0. Then what you're looking at here is dividing by 5. Dividing by 5 we get g squared minus 8g plus 12 equals 0. G minus 2, g minus 6 equals 0. G equals 2, G equals 6. Two different G values. Next thing, two different C values. So we're gonna make two just like G, F, and C, and we can just make a little table to keep track of what's what. So when G is 2 and G is 6. So when G is 2, the answer for C is going to be minus 5. When G is 6, the answer is going to be 35. When G is 2, the answer will be?
-1.
-1. And when G is 6, the answer will be? -3. Upon completion of that, it says it wants both circles that do the trick. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of all your other information for a minute, and then you're going to use your equation at the top, and you're going to input two different circles. So here's what our answers are going to be. The first one's going to be x squared plus y squared plus 2gx is going to be plus 4x minus 2fy minus 2y minus 5 equals 0. The second one's going to be x squared plus y squared. What's that going to be? Plus 12x minus 6y plus 35 equals 0. Okay. One of them is obviously a larger circle than the other one, isn't it? Do you want to see a diagram of both circles and the equation of the line just to get a picture of what just happened? Okay. Just give me a second. Oh, they do have the same radius, I'm sorry. Can we start off with the point the circle has in common? The point is 5, 0, is it?
-5,
Okay, would be the one point that's actually out of range. Minus 5, 0 is here. Okay, what's the equation of the line that the centers are on?
x squared plus y squared plus 4x.
No, it gives you the equation of the line. Is it x plus 2y equals 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the equation of the line that the centers of the circle are on. So you can see it's going through there. Now I want the equation of the two circles I got.
X squared
X squared, just slow down, plus y squared, yeah.
plus 4x
Plus 4x, yeah.
minus 2y
Minus 2y
minus 5.
minus 5 equal to 0. There's your first circle. See it? Now, where does the second circle have to be, do you reckon? I say it has to be over this way. So let's try the next one.
X squared
X squared, yeah.
plus y squared
Plus y squared.
plus 12x
Plus 12x, yeah.
minus 6y
Minus 6y, yeah.
plus 35.
Plus 35 equal to 0. There you go there. Both of them intersect each other. They both contain the point 50 and they're centers of the circle. One of them's located here and the other one's located there. And that's the question we just did. Okay. Here's what we're doing. We have just question 5, okay? What we have is this. We have two circles and the two circles intersect each other at P and Q. What we're going to do with P and Q is we're going to draw a line from P to Q. This line is the chord to both circles. Hence, when you get the perpendicular bisector of this equation of this line will go through both centers of the line, and hence the point minus G minus F is now on this new blue line, which I'll now colour in yellow. The yellow line contains the point minus G minus F. I need to get the equation of this line. To get the equation of this line, I'm going to use the slope formula for P and Q. So I get y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What I'm going to get is x1, y1, x2, y2, and we're going to get minus 1 minus 3 all over 3 minus 1 gives me a slope of minus 2. The perpendicular slope will therefore be a half. The equation of a line is y minus y1 equals n bracket x minus x1. I do, however, need to know the midpoint of PQ, because that's the point that's actually on this yellow line. So in order to get that, I need to do the midpoint formula, which is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 all over 2. So using the same numbers as last time, we're going to get 1 plus 3 divided by 2, and we're going to get 3 minus 1 over 2. That creates the midpoint 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Put that into this equation here, y minus y1 and x1 equals a half into x minus 2. Multiply the left side by 2, 2y minus 2 equals x minus 2. minus 2 is cancel. X minus 2y equals 0. After you get x minus 2y equals 0, what we're going to get next is that x equals 2y. And because the point minus g minus f is on this line, what we can then say is that minus g equals minus 2f, g equals 2f. And that's your equation A. Okay, so the actual answer to the first question, the actual answer to part 1 was this here. I then expanded it into part 2, because I know I'm eventually going to find the equation of the circle. So I expanded it to get g equals 2f. And now everything on the board, I don't need any of it anymore. All I need to remember is that g equals 2f. I'm on part 2. If the distance from the centre of each circle to R, which is the midpoint, is root 20, find the radius length of each circle. So this is actually not what we think it is. I'll actually need my diagram back. I'm going to show you what we're doing now. I'm going to construct a triangle. It's not what we thought it was. So what we're going to get here is the point R is here, and center, the two centers are here. And what we know is that if I was to construct a triangle like so, so that's the radius, and that's root 20. You happy enough with that? Now what I can do is, I can get the distance of P, which is 1, 3, and what did we say the midpoint was again?
2, 1.
Is it 2, 1?
Yeah, 2, 1.
Okay. I can then find out this length that I'm now shading in yellow. And once I find out, once I find out the length of the yellow, what I can do then is I can do Pythagoras' theorem, and once I do Pythagoras' theorem, I can then find out what is the radius length. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the distance formula. We've actually used every junior cert formula in existence on this one question, which is quite spectacular. So we're going to get x1, y1, x2, y2, and what I'm going to get is 1 minus 2 squared plus 3 minus 1 squared, and we're going to get root 5. Our triangle, which I'm now colouring in yellow, is going to look something like this. It's going to be r, root 20, and root 10. I'm going to put it into Pythagoras' theorem. R squared equals root 20 squared plus root 5, isn't it? Not root 10, it's root 5, right? 1 squared plus 2 squared is 5. Okay, so root 5. And lo and behold, r squared equals 25. The radius is 5. I now have vital piece of information. I have g equals 2f, and I have r equals 5. Next thing, find the equation of each circle. Now, it says 2 circles, right? Now, here's where the last part comes in, and this is quite a difficult decision to make. Okay? I'll show you an example. I'll show you now what I'm thinking. Okay guys, it says 2 circles, not 1, correct? 2 circles, not 1. So, this exercise gives me a hint. This exercise is all about using the radius formula. So the radius formula is root g squared plus f squared minus c, correct? Now, if I made an equation, now here's the really important part, lads. If I made a linear equation, do you remember when you can put these 2 points in and you can find out two linear equations, can't you? With G, F and C. The problem is with linear equations is how many answers is there for linear equations? One G value and one F value and one C value. That amounts to one circle, not two. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 1 point from up here. We're going to use our G equals 2F formula. And then we're going to use the radius formula. And we're going to combine all three. So the radius formula is going to be equals 5. And I'm going to get G squared equals F squared minus C equals 25. That can be equation B. This one here, equation A. And then I'm going to use this. I can use either one of them. Okay. Bottom line is I need 2 linears and 1 quadratic. Any 2 linears will do. I have a choice of 3 linears and 1 quadratic, so I need any 2. I'll use 1 3. So we're going to get x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0. X and y, 1 squared plus 3 squared plus 2g times 1 plus 2f times 3 plus c equals 0. 2g plus 6f plus c equals 0, right? Equals minus 10. Here's what we're going to do next. G equals 2f, right? Therefore, 3g equals 6f. So I'm going to get 2g plus 3g, and what I'm going to say is that c equals g squared plus f squared minus 25. And what can we say f squared is?
G over 2 squared.
Sorry?
G over 2 squared.
F is g over 2 squared. So c equals g squared plus g over 2 squared minus 25. Put that in instead of c. Happy with that? I know. It's the last thing of the day and very tired doing this. Really, every bit of my concentration. So, the common denominator is going to be 4. Is everybody happy with that? 4? Yeah. Because of the g over 2 squared will turn into g squared over 4. Multiply everything by 4. That's 5g. 5g multiplied by 4? 20g. That's going to be 4g squared. That's going to be g squared. That's going to be minus 100. And that's going to be minus 40. 5g squared plus 20g minus 60 equals 0. Please work out. G squared plus 4g minus 12 equals 0. G plus 6, g minus 2 equals 0. G equals minus 6, g equals 2. Once again, like last time, we're going to try and make a little table of results. So, our table of results will revolve around table of results. G, F, and C. So guys, what we're going to get is G is minus 6, G is 2, G equals 2 times F. That means F is half of G, which means that F is minus 3 and F is 1. The C value, guys, Where's C located? C equals G squared plus F squared minus 25. G squared 36. F squared 9. 45. 45 minus 25? 20. Go again. G squared 4. F squared 1, because G is 2, F is 1. That's 5. 5 minus 25? Minus 20. Then, finally, what you're going to do next is you're going to use the x squared plus y squared minus 25. So this formula here. X squared plus y squared plus 2gx, which is minus 12x, minus 2fy, which is minus 6y, plus 20 equals 0. Last one, x squared plus y squared minus plus 4x, thanks, minus plus 2y because it's a plus 1, and then minus 20 equals 0.